overcast. Feels good. Back here the wind is flowing, and couldn't feel better for a Friday morning. It's around 7 o'clock a.m. in the vicinity, give or take 10 minutes, I guess. Here on Friday the 13th, 2025, June 13th, the day before Trump's birthday, the day before many No Kings protests will take place throughout the United States. We have a rat here, lime slice, and the cover to an electrical socket. Which is interesting because I've mentioned before on my channel that I've experienced very bizarre things. I had a really weird thing happen the fourth Monday of January 2011. This is many years later, and I still experience bizarre forms of harassment, although it is quieter. And I think the pandemic is part of the reason. Like, it thinned out populations, I don't know. But stuff still goes on. And I wondered if the harassment changed in form over time. So I was made to believe I'd be murdered in my apartment the fourth Monday of January 2011. I'm living at 626 South 19th Street. I called my mom. Her phone lines were severed in Jacksonville, Florida. So I would hear, I would hear, "Do-do-do. We're sorry, the phone number you're trying to reach has been disconnected." So that's what I heard when I tried to reach my mom after being made to believe I'd be murdered in my apartment. So anyway, on top of that, it seemed like a game commenced, or the games commenced, and it's too hard to describe everything that happened. It's overwhelming. I say happened as if it's totally in the past, but some of it still goes on. It's quieted down. But more recently, and we're talking skits, scenarios, innuendo, nuance, stalking, swarming, things playing out on the streets that would imply all kinds of people, even people, anyway, all kinds of people seem to know your personal business is the implication. And it can seem sophisticated. It's almost like different layers of the hierarchy of the universe can get involved to emphasize they would be embellishing, or it's hard to explain because it's really bad. So it's like, I don't like to use the word embellish because I'm not exaggerating how bad it was myself. We are talking, it's someone else's science fiction film. We are talking, can they tap brains? How hijacked are people's worlds, families, and so forth and so on. So, my point being, with the electrical reference next to the rat, the electrical outlet plate or what have you, here in this location where I am now, where I live, Hill Properties, the Latham, I've actually had weird currents, like bzz, 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 not from the wall, like invisibly at night while I'm laying in bed. It'll be like bzz, bzz, and it can feel like it could be described as like a bee or a wasp or a hornet flying by, but it would be invisible. In my mind, I picture like a comet, like it's not visible at all. There's sound and feeling, like bzz, bzz, bzz. So I've remedied, I've reported it to the police. I called maintenance. They just say, well, there's no, short in the there's no surge on the electrical board. Want to go this way for some reason? Why do I want to go this way? So they would say, like, there's no, short on the grid or what have you. And I'm like, well, what is it? Like, how can it be created? But we live in a world where people they like to minimize or make it seem like there's something wrong with you. So say something really crazy whack happened, and you're like, who's gonna believe this? How do you prove it? Who do you turn to? How do you get justice? Because it's harassment. It's almost like tasers meet electrical chair, but it's dialed back to a tolerable, albeit annoying and rage-provoking. It could be, if you're trying to get a good night's sleep, it's like you're PO'd because you've experienced all this stuff. and no one's doing anything, and you've made attempts to have someone try to do something. Lawyers are clueless, and I can't even see law firms as real at this point. So I'm like, who actually wins cases, or who actually gets a case? And where does the money come from if they were to win? You know what I mean? Like, if someone, you know, if that were the reward, do people actually get checks? So, anyway, that's just one of the bodily things that have been happening lately. I've had other things happen. I've described them in other videos. Siphoning of air at night, like old hag. I had to look stuff up, and conspiracy stuff comes up for that one. Or they'll say sleep apnea. I know it's not sleep apnea. It's hard to explain. So, you know, and because what you have to say and describe seems like crock science or whatever they call it, then it's like, you know, you're like, or junk science would be the other. It's, what do you do when you're stuck in conspiracy land with weird things seemingly, or with weird things actually happening, but other people writing it off, you know, as like, well, that's, you know, well, nothing to worry about here, nothing to see here. Could a whole gangster city get away with torturing someone because they're willing to deflect everything and make you look crazy while they provoke and try to drive you crazy constantly? Anyway, I was kind of told to come this way. I wanted to go straight, like I like to do a straight walk. I like my routine walks, but I am told where to go. So if people were staged today on purpose, with intention, they might want to stop it. That's it. Oklahoma City, Indiana, basketball, upcoming, 8:30 p.m. India, Indiana, I get the same thing off of them because there's Popcorn Indiana, which is a new, to me it's a new brand, Popcorn Indiana. So it made me think of Air India, and, you know, the worst case scenario is it someone's movie to watch stuff like this. Like, if there were a secret underground terrorist network that's high level enough to pull stuff off. It's hard to pull stuff off